Liliana Shah from Portugal. She's leading with 62.17.
Well, Liliana Shah with that superb effort. What a great effort from Liliana Shah. That's probably in the region of 63 meters. No, 62.66. But it does take her up to the top of the pile as far as the world lists are concerned. So Vanessa Kamga had a previous effort. Belatedly measured, as Alex Seftel said. I like that description. 61.45. Oh, now that is a big effort indeed from the Swede. She's skipping along with delight. I think that's definitely got her into the medals. Now, has it dethroned Liliana Shah from the lead? Is it better than 62.66? Oh, you can hear the infield announcer saying it's 63.25. That takes the lead. And that is indeed a world lead.
Let's have a look at the full result, taking into account the B final and that Spanish under-23 record as well from Ines Lopez.
Here's Bense Halas. Halas, of course, the Olympic Games silver medalist. And that almost certainly has just grabbed the lead from Sosignon.
78.75, he's leading. Bense Halas from Hungary.
On to Thomas Mardell. Started off really strongly and close to his personal best of 77.97 set in Oslo 2 years ago. He was second in this competition that year as well. Mardell's measurement, by the way, coming up as 76.53, so he hasn't managed to cut that gap, but still keeping Benki Halas honest out front. Myslivchuk of Czechia. So he's been in second place since the third round. Benki Halas leading the way since the start, or since the end of the first round. Both overtaken Thomas Mardell of Norway, who we'll see in a moment. Myslivchuk with his last effort then. Look at that, the hammer just bouncing up off the turf. So this could be something similar. Certainly it was over that 75-meter line. Though Halas, the more decorated athlete, Myslivchuk is still contending for this top spot here. 77.60, so just short of what he achieved earlier.
And this year's European Throwing Cup hammer title goes to Bense Halas with 78.75. There's confirmation of the standings. Personal best for Voldemar Myslivchuk of Czechia, 77.98. Thomas Mardell, 77.43 for Norway. And just missing out on the medals, the world leader Jan Sosignon threw over 81 meters last month. Has to settle for fourth place with 77.16 this year.
Kyriatsis. So that looked like a good effort in this second round. Well, we've seen great diversification from the Greek athletes across some of the field events, obviously dominating the long jump, pole vaults, even having some good triple jumpers over the last few years. What about javelin throwing? Let's have a look here. Kyriatsis, capable of over 88 meters, but I mentioned that PB goes back 8 years. So Kyriatsis takes the lead with 84.38. So Giovanni Frattini of Italy one of the few in this competition who had thrown the javelin competitively before this European Throwing Cup this year. Look at this from Frattini of Italy. Again, not a nation that you'd necessarily expect to be at the very top of the men's javelin standings, but yes, when nobody's throwing close to 90 meters, it's kind of neutralized and is anyone's day if they can maximize it. Frattini then, 83.61 at best. Let's have a look what he's done here. 82.78. So he slots into second place just behind Kyriatsis. I think his coach telling him just to calm down. I love that. Merchegaard, he's always had potential, but since that win at the European Under-23s, he's never bettered that personal best. It was a thrilling competition. It was a victory in the last round in Gävle in Sweden. Let's see what he can do in the final round here then. 80.34 so far, still a solid result. And that is over 80 meters once again. So what has he done here? Has he snatched the podium position from Emil Porvari? Really good speed on the runway. He pushed cleanly through the point and blocked to come to a stop before that line. So let's wait and see. I have a feeling that this will be further than what he had done in the fifth round. And you can see with that series, it's second half of it particularly impressive. 82.46. He's up into third place, and Porvari has already had his last go. So Greece and then Italy, first and second in a javelin competition. Wouldn't necessarily have predicted that, but all credit to them for their performances on the day. And then Merchegaard with the last gasp overhaul of Finland's Porvari to get that third place, 82.46. That is how the A finalists finished.
Now here's the event leader, and it goes over 20 meters again. Nick Ponzio. Ponzio's thrown 20.67 this year. 20.60. That's a good effort for him, just shy of his season's best. Silas Ristel. He's the one man who set a personal best in this competition. 2027 for the German indoor champion. And that's over 20 meters again. Will it be another personal best? You can hear the infield announcer saying 2015. So no improvement for Ristel, but does get a personal best.
Let's just confirm the full result. Ponzio, Ristel, Arbinger, the top three. So haven't seen too many medals in this this weekend for Sweden. They've got one here.
Women's hammer throw, Nicosia from Ireland. She has registered 67.
So here's the event leader, Nicola Tutil. Well, that's a big throw from Tutil. 69.70. A European under-23 lead.
So Löfman, who does appear to stand at a slight angle before she starts her rotation, which is quite interesting. Just looked a little off balance at the end there, but still has achieved a good distance. And 73.31 is the personal best of Löfman. This is her first competition of the year. So also maybe holding her back a little bit, as though she was
I think it's worth mentioning that Löfman, even though she's only 21 years old, is actually the Swedish senior record holder. Elin Kuhn. 65.61 with the fourth round throw. So the German is in fourth place at the moment. Needs 66.50 to move into a medal position. Now, the angle is a little bit deceptive, but I think that's more than 65 meters. Is it going to be enough to move her up? She needs a 89 centimeter improvement to get into third place. Oh, 67.25. So she does indeed move up into third place with her very last throw of the competition. There it is confirmed. Nicola Tutil winning Ireland's first ever gold medal at these championships. Call it a championships, the European Throwing Cup. 69.74. Season's best and a European under-23 lead in the women's under-23 Hammer. Thea Loffman second, also throwing over 69 metres, 69.06. And Aileen Kuhn, 67.25. We see Marcus Moreno going into the circle, the Spaniard. Again, a lot of men in this competition were in La Ria 12 months ago. 58.56 he's got at the moment. Sort of skips across the... He's fast and gets a long pull on it. That's a good throw again. That's well over 55 metres. Might well be challenging his best in this competition, which is 58.56 his opener. 59.47, it is an improvement.
Stephen Richter is the champion and the only athlete over 60 meters. So what can he do at the end of the competition? Richter tries to impress in the final round. Only Moreno has been able to live with what he's done. And yes, Richter with the best throw of the competition right at the end. 60.72 for the German. Here's the result of the under-23 men's discus. The German winner here, as we were saying, the only athlete over 60 meters. Moreno and Van Dalen completing the top three. So Pinar Akyol of Turkey. And we have another new leader, Mazurova Kop Lopez. And for the moment, Akyol, the first athlete over 16 meters, equaling her recent season's best. This is the full result, and this combines, of course, the B final. Lotte Heiss, you can see there, 8th overall. Having been the winner of the B final, Pinar Akyol, Anna Mushi, Maria Rafalidou, as mentioned, the top three overall.